Every time you check quickly a Slack or an email, you're paying a hidden tax on your company's revenue. And it's not a small one. Researchers studying this exact behavior have found that brief mental blocks created by switching between tasks can cost you as much as 40% of your company's revenue. 40%. Stay with me to the end on this one, because I'm going to show you how exactly that 40% you can get back. And for anyone who wants to actually build a business around protecting it instead of losing it, I have something at the end of this video for you. A real gift, something that genuinely helped me get my focus and my income back under control. So don't leave early. This is part 1 of a 3-part series on things that quietly cost you money that nobody talks about. Today, the attention tax. Let us get into it.
So here's what almost nobody understands about how their own brain works. Multitasking is a myth. A genuine, significant, disproven myth. What you are actually doing when you're quickly checking something is called task switching. And your brain does not do it for free. There's a real measurable cost every single time you switch. And here's the part that should genuinely concern you if you run a business. A switch cost is the time your brain needs to fully disengage from one task and switch to another. And the effect on the switching can linger up to 11.5 seconds of your brain still participating, running the old tasks while you already started a new one. Now think about how many times that happened to you today. Be honest with yourself for 1 second. And here's the deeper mechanics behind it. A researcher named Sophie Leroy identified something called attention residue, leftover thoughts from a previous task that compete for mental bandwidth when you try to engage with something new. The thicker the residue, the worse the performance you have. And it's not a willpower problem, it's biology. Rapid task switching triggers a failure in cognitive transition involving a part of your brain called the anterior circular cortex, which does not fully shut down the old task before trying to activate the new one. Part of your brain is still trying to process the email while you are supposed to be back on the call. Now I want to give you the real cost of this, because vague science is not useful, numbers are. Multitaskers makes up to 50% more errors than people who stay focused on one singular task, and an interruption as short as 5 seconds can triple your error rate on complex cognitive thinking. 5 seconds, triple the error. The client email you just glanced at while reading this script in your head right now. Yes, the one buzzing in your back of your mind. That is already costing you. I want you to actually feel that before you move on. And here's the one thing that genuinely shocked me when I first found it. What appears to be a quick switch away from your main task can cost you over 2 hours of distraction, low quality work before your brain fully re-engages. 2 hours from checking Slacks. If you run client calls, handling operations and reacting to notifications all day, you're not actually working. You're maybe working 3 or 4 hours of these whole 24 hours. That is attention tax, and almost nobody knows this in the business world.
So let me connect this directly to your revenue, because this is not just an interesting fact. This is the difference between a business that compounds and a business that gets stuck. The decisions that actually grow your business, reconstructing your offer, building a system that runs without you, identifying that one channel that is actually working, those decisions require what I call and everyone else called deep work. Sustained, uninterrupted, high-level thinking. And deep work is biologically impossible if your attention is fragmented 40 or 50 times a day. Here's the test. Think about the last genuinely good business decision you made, the one that actually moved your needle. I would bet it did not happen while you're checking Slacks or emails. It happened when you're locked into one thing, undistracted for an extended period of time. That is not luck. That is the one condition under which your brain can actually do its best. So every time you let the notification pull you out of the state, you are not just losing 11 seconds, you're potentially losing the version of the decisions that would have actually grown your business. So here's what I actually want you to do right now. And it's simple, but almost nobody does it properly. Block out 1 3-hour window every single morning that belongs entirely to deep work. Not meetings, not admin, not client sales calls. One single high-leverage task. Phone in another room, notifications completely off, one task in front of you. Building the automation that saves you 10 hours a week. Rewrite the sales funnel that is currently leaking customers. Whatever is the highest leverage thing in your business right now at this moment. And I want you to be specific here because vague advice does not change behaviors. Pick the one task in your business right now that would make the biggest difference if it actually got finished. Say out loud now if you're alone. That is the task that goes in the 3-hour block tomorrow morning. Not next week, tomorrow. 3 focused hours on the right thing will produce more revenue than a full week of 12 hours of reactive chaos. I'm not exaggerating here. The research backs this completely, and I have lived it in my own business.
Now, here's what I want you to really sit with. Most entrepreneurs think their problem is time. It is not time. Human attention span on screens has dropped from 2.5 minutes in 2004 to 40 seconds today. Everyone is operating with the same broken attention span. The people winning are not the ones with more hours. They're the ones who protect their few hours that actually matter. That is the entire game now. Not hustle, not grinding longer, protecting deep, uninterrupted focus on the 20% of your business that actually drive results. Everyone else is paying the attention tax without even noticing it exists.
So, this is the attention tax. Real, measurable, quietly training your business every single day if you not address it. Next week, part 2 of the series. I'm calling it the non-static lies reality check. I'm going to show you exactly the difference between the productivity systems people film for content and the productivity systems people use to build real businesses with behind the scenes access. This is going to be uncomfortable for a lot of people. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss it. And the week after that, part 3, the focus mode. The system that turned everything from this series into actual unfair advantage.
Now, I told you at the start, I had something for you if you stay to the end. I built a system called Dopamine Shutdown Academy, a 21-day structured coaching program designed to help you rebuild your baseline attention and bring your mindset towards success. It focuses on what we covered today. How to reset your attention baseline, how to build deep work blocks, how to reduce constant attention tax in your day. I give you the link below. Drop a comment and tell me what is the one task you are putting in the deep work block tomorrow. I read every single comment. And if this helped you, how you think about work, even the slightest, send this to someone who needs this. Like always, I'm rooting for your success.